book. But I got Comics number 15. The first appearance of Patrick the Wolf Boy in the Comics universe with Action Cat, Awesome Bear, and Adventure Bug. This is the first time ever. Look at those guys. First time ever Wolf Boy is in the Comics universe. Comics proudly presents finally Balthazar. It's me. Ooh, sounds like some kind of Gucci Nana howl. That's all I will show you. You can get this book exclusively at our comic book shops and my website, artbaltazar.com, and electricmilk.com. He told me that I was the first person who he approached that actually said, yes, I'll draw a cover for you. I believe in the organization. I love kids' charities. I donate to kids' charities. I donate to charities as long as it's a kids' charity. But those are the ones I believe. They need us. They need our support. And can we do a book? Like, yeah, man. Like, what's stopping us? Me, my company, Comics, is teaming up with Comic Books for Kids and the printer, Evan Floor from Canada, to present our book, Comic Books for Kids, issue number 1. We're going to print thousands of these every year. We're going to send them directly to the hospitals for these kids to read our books. And the first book, as you can see, there's a character called Mish in there, based off of Mish here. And there's a character named Artie Bee, based off of George Clooney. That's what they call it. We're going to send the kids. So we're going to be able to do this several times a year. And we're going to keep doing it until we can. So that's the big thing.
Art. Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Hello, welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I am saying things. I am the famous cartoonist. My name is Art Baltazar. I'm here chilling today. I had to do a lot of things today, but the most important thing is a freshly brewed swig. Henceforth, the evening SWIGning. That's what today's event is, the evening SWIGning. Let's swig with me. This is so fresh, so hot and fresh. Fresh cup of swig. It's just coffee. How do you say it? Coffee? It's coffee with half and half. I put a little cream in there. That's how I like it. Low carb, no sugars. I got to do all that stuff now. Swig. Oh, so it's good. I'm getting my day started. My day was started early. Well, about 11. 11's good, 11 a.m. And then I did a whole bunch of stuff. Had to do some things. And it got to the point where it turned into 8 o'clock. You know, whatever. I had to take a little nap. I'm taking old guy naps now. That's what I had to do. And then I woke up, brewed some coffee. And like, you know what? It's time to go swigging. Swigging with the Wagums. Wayne is here. Oh, yeah, Mr. Clooney. Wolfgang is here. Funkle Art. That's right. I am starting to look like all my uncles. They all have the same hairstyle now. All my uncles have this hair that still looks good. I have good hair. We have good Baltazar hair, good genes. But it's starting to look like this. So, all my uncles have this. But tonight, I'm representing my home, my village where I live with the Schaumburg Boomers. This is the baseball team that's around here, and I'm representing Hope College. This is where me and my wife pay every few months. We send a big check to this Hope College people. So today is orange. I'm doing shades of orange. But yeah, Funkle Art is in the house. And Carrie Sanders. Woohoo! What is up, Carrie? She says, getting out a new bottle of wine for this. Oh, that's so beautiful. I will be joining wine. No, I don't drink that much wine. I used to drink a lot of Merlot, and I used to drink red wine. Then I started getting Harper, like how Chris Farley gets. But it says, I'm just finishing up the one from last night. I promise I'm not a lush. I just like to swig with you. I understand. I totally understand that swig mentality. You don't have to be a lush or a drunkard or anything like that. You just enjoy it. Enjoy the taste. I like a nice light. I got super low carb, real light beer I like to drink. And or like a little splash of rum or something in my Diet Coke. But not as often as I'd like to, but you know what happens. But today I got caffeine, and you can always tell what part of the day I'm in based on what's in my cup. What's he drinking today, Mom? He's still drinking coffee. So it feels like morning today. It feels like morning right now. I had to take a nap. I woke up and brewed another pot of coffee. In the morning, I drink the leftover pot of coffee. I drink the leftovers. My wife gets up, brews a pot of coffee. If there's no leftover, she'll make a fresh pot and she'll go head out. But sometimes she just gets the coffee on the way to work. So I got to drink leftover, hurting, stale coffee, but I still drink it. And usually I take a photo. If you follow me on the Instagrams, I take a selfie photo every morning, drink a coffee on my deck, swig. That's where my day gets started outside. I wake up, I brew coffee. The dog looks at me, because usually it's just me and him in the morning. Some kids are around here. I don't know where they are at all the time. I got 3 of them running around. Well, 3 young adults. 2 young adults and 1 regular adult. They all run around. Not run like crazy, not like chickens, but they just run around, and I never know where they are. And unless they're borrowing the vehicle, if you will. Swig for vehicles. And then they run around. But it's me and the dog in the morning. He sees me brew in the cup. He sees me fill up this incredible Speedy Gonzalez mug that I got way back at that vintage store we used to shop at called the Warner Brothers store. That's where this mug comes from. And it says something about the coffee's great here, just don't drink the water. But I'm wondering what the coffee's made from because it's got water in it. But I bought this mug at the Warner Brothers store for like $2. $2! Where normally all the mugs were like $25. And I was very poor in the 90s when this store was very popular. I couldn't really afford the stuff. So I even missed all of those Hanna-Barbera plushie Beanie Babies. Remember they had those guys? And Hanna-Barbera are my favorite figure, or my favorite figures? Yeah, my favorite characters of all time. So sweet. But I missed all those guys. But when they had this mug on sale, I'm going to say, hey man, I need a mug. A $2 mug, and on the bottom you can see, probably can't see because if I tip it, you'll see. But there's a Warner Brothers stamp on the bottom, which is cool. So this mug has outlasted me. It's older than my children. It's older than my marriage. So this has been with me through hard times, through thick and thin. But my mug is always there for a fresh cup of swig every morning. Swig. Said, you really like that mug, Baltazar. Said, Danny Wisniewski's here. Good to see you. Love the hat. Thanks, man. This is the Schaumburg Boomers hat. I'm not sure what a boomer is. I think it's an owl because there's an owl who runs around, mascot called Coop. His name is Coop, like a chicken coop. His name is Coop, and he looks like this, but he's cute. But the boomers are cool, man. We went to see boomers on Father's Day. We had a Father's Day baseball game because I have 3 minor league baseball teams around my house, so we see them all. We see the Schaumburg Boomers and the King County Cougars. Don't tell them where you live, Baltazar. I know, and I live, or I also see the Chicago Dogs. They're in Rosemont. They're not quite Chicago, but they're near O'Hare Airport. So I could drive to all these places. They're pretty close. I'm conveniently, centrally, locatedly close to all of these places. But Boomers is my favorite, I think, because it's easy peasy. I walk in. It's really easy to get your food and sit down. But, man, I like it a lot. I might go again. Maybe I'll go again this week because we have a good time. Swig for having a good time. I'm going to get all charged up, man. So I'm going to draw stuff today. I got some good old-fashioned classic Action Cat stories that I have to get done that I'm doing right now that you guys will see in the future. Look at Troy Younger's here. All hail Swig culture. Yeah, man, Swig. Got your Charles Xavier icon there. I see. Swig. Let's see what Eric Wolfgang's saying something. Shout out to the sidewalk for keeping me off the streets. Yeah, man. That's what they're designed for. They're for, I don't know if they're designed to keep the riffraff off the streets or the regular people or regular people thinking about riffraffing. So if you're thinking about riffraffing, it's not good, man. It's not good. Swig for Andrew Clark. Let's go, Andrew. Let's go, Andrew. All right, swig. Man, I say a lot of stuff. That's why Famous Cartoonist says things. I don't really say anything. I just say things. I never know what I'm going to say. Like Danny Wisniewski says, good night. I have to get up early for work tomorrow, so I must get some sleep. Good to see you. Chime in. Why did I say chime? It's a chime? Chime. Yeah, it is. Good to see you chime in, man. And hopefully you get to watch this. You get to watch this show on a repeat, rewind, whatever they call that. Because it goes on YouTube and it stays on YouTube. I don't really delete stuff once I put it on YouTube. I don't get many repeats, but I get around anywhere from 60 to 80 views in like a few days or so. They show up, but it's pretty cool. But people watch. Swig. Oh yeah, man. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm starting to feel the effects of the coffee. It's working. But that's what you want, no? You want to get that zing. Zing. Troy says, I missed the Warner Brothers store. I bought an Alex Ross plate, JLA plate. Oh, cool, man. I used to get I didn't buy much, maybe some Batman stuff back then. But I didn't buy much. Maybe some action figures. I always look for the figures. I like to buy I'm a figure collector, so there I got some stuff, but I remember the stuff always being expensive and I could never get it because I was broke. I was poor, man. Those poor years, anywhere from 92 to 98, those are my years where I was just poor. You know, you have to take a risk sometimes. I could have stayed home with mom and dad, but I wanted to take that risk and just get out there, man. I just wanted to already get life started. And when I was younger, that was the price, though. You take a risk, get out of the house, and then you could do it, but you're just poor. You can't buy these cool mugs until they turn into $2. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Philip. Hey, Buck. Hey, Famous Cartoonist, just hopping on to say that I hope you have a fantastic night and that I love you. Oh, wait. I just added that. I'll watch it in the later days to come for sure. Thanks you, Philip A. Buck. You're a good man. Troy says, Professor X, icon is Yul Brenner. Yul is cool. Yeah, I know who that is. But he would make a great Professor X. They should bring him back. You know, they do that with a lot of people, though. Who else? Who would be a good Professor X these days? There's always rumors like Denzel wants to do it. Then there's rumors that Bryan Cranston wants to do it. I don't know who they would bring. Or maybe, I don't know who they want to bring. I just make them something cool. I think they should bring back the original guys from the original movies. And when they get too old and they die, just let them die in the movie. I don't know. Just recast them. Make them go to the future or something. They could do that. Like Hollywood it's magical. You could just recast them. I don't know. Or they should all use the original guys and they should go through a gateway and then open up another gateway where they walk through and it's their younger versions of themselves. That would be cool too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Swig for the X-Men. I wish I let's see. Should I drink from this side so you guys could see the mug? If I drink left-handed, you get to see Speedy. And Speedy Gonzalez was my grandmother's favorite character on New Year's Eve. We would stay at her house when we were little kids, and she would, in the morning, we'd watch Speedy Gonzalez. So she was always laughing because he would say, Mira, arriba, andale. And so that was my Mexican grandma, my abuelita, if you will. So she was always speaking Spanish to us, but she would giggle on her big chair. She had a big chair where she would crochet and watch Speedy Gonzalez cartoons. So it was real cool. So that's why I like him too. He reminds me of my Grandma Hopi. She's the mama bear. Carrie says, everyone needs scanned. Everyone needs scanned. And then they can do mocap of anyone. Oh yeah, in the movies, Andy Serkis could be everyone. Right. Yeah, they do motion captures. But I know that's what a lot of the actors were protesting. Here's the weird part about all the actors protesting that because they're afraid of AI. So the what gets me is that Snow White movie. I've heard things like that little guy from Game of Thrones was supposed to play all the dwarves. I don't know if this is factual. This is just what I'm hearing. But I thought he was supposed to play all the dwarves. So the little guy community was mad, say, hey man, why are you casting that guy? There's more of us. So by casting him only, and they were gonna motion or they were gonna duplicate him or something, and everyone got mad because there were other actors who was taking jobs from. And then instead of that, they're like, all right, we're sorry. We'll get rid of him and we'll just make all of the dwarves CGI. And that's what they did. And now they eliminated it was kind of weird. It's like what all the actors are fighting against is what the Disney went with anyway. So, but that's as political as I'll get tonight. But I just saw that. We just saw the maybe the trailer or something. I probably won't watch it. I don't really care. If it comes on, I'll watch it. If someone's watching it and I walk into the room, maybe I'll sit for a while and watch it. So right now my wife was watching she's watching The Handmaid's Tale, and I never knew what that was. I always thought it was something in indubitably times, where people are being like after Game of Thrones kind of. I didn't know what it was, and I wasn't aware of it until I started seeing people cosplay as these girls with the red dresses. Swig for the girls with the red dresses. But then I started watching it. It got a little creepy. My wife's watching it, but I walk into the room when she's watching it, and she just finished up Game of Thrones. So she watched that whole thing. So when I walk into the room and watch stuff she's watching, I catch glimpses in episodes. And when the episode ends, usually I walk away because I've got things to do. But Game of Thrones was pretty cool. I got to see zombies and stuff. I saw, a lot of zombies, real cool wars. They had a lot of wars with bow and arrow and stuff. Yeah. Brian's here. Hello, cuz. Good day, sir. Good day to you, sir. Brian Petrosky. He gets 3 claps. Kerry Sanders here. I didn't think of that. I'm not for taking any jobs from real people. It's just be cool to be able to see folks we can go no longer check out during fun rolls. Yeah, I get it. Like they can motion capture people like it all started with Forrest Gump. I love you, Jenny. It all started with Forrest Gump when they motion captured I don't know if they motion captured, they just digitally enhanced like JFK's mouth talking and stuff. So that was cool. I think they could do it. It'd be real cool to do it. And it would be, they're doing it kind of with Star Wars with Luke Skywalker's face. And Luke Skywalker did that in that Boba Fett Mandalorian show where he walked on, spoiler, where he walked on and saved everybody. So that was his face. And he was in with Ahsoka too. In that scene where he's training baby Grogu. And so they could do it. They should do it. I think it'd be awesome if they did it. And they did it with Rogue One with Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin. But it'd be cool if they could do seamless faces and bodies and stuff with all these characters. They could bring back Han Solo and Leia and Lando and Luke and Chewie and all these guys. They could make an awesome adventures and not care about where it ended up in the sequels, you know. But that'd be cool. But I know that's what Hollywood was protesting. Or they just do that and just pay the actors like as if they did a day's work, you know. They can make awesome movies. Or just hire a new guy. I don't know what to do. Hire a new Luke Skywalker. Swig. If they ask me, I would love to play Han Solo. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. I'd probably be a better Lando though. Probably play a good Lando. And I know that I know Lando's middle name is Baltazar. If you guys didn't know that. His name is Landonis Baltazar Calrissian.
How you doing, Chewbacca?
It's true. It's very true. Wayne says it's pew 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 pew. What did I say? Pew 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 pew. Yeah, I say so. Pew 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 pew. Say, hey Oscar, my cousin Treese is here. My family is chiming in. They're here. Treese is here. Brian is here. We got a lot of people watching. A lot of people swigging. Swig with me, cuz. Treese is here. I saw that you got your pool oasis ready for action. Poolside oasis. I got a shift in my chair. Yeah. Look at Treese. I'm wearing my Hope College shirt. I put this shirt on today. And my wife asked me, is that one of Audrey's shirts? And I said, what? And she went, yeah. Did I put the laundry or something? I'm like, no, this is my shirt. I bought this to wear. This is a man-sized shirt. Even though I bought it at the woman's clothing store. Did I say that right? The woman's clothing store? Yeah, that's okay. This represent Cope College. Eric Wolfgang, I once peed next to Lando back at Wizard World. That's cool, man. I peed next to Lou Ferrigno. And my dad peed next to that guy who played Jaws in the 007. Because he got real excited. He goes, I just peed next to Jaws. And I peed next to Lou. You know, I got details, but I won't say them on the air. Kind of details, yeah, Baltazar. It's like, Tree says, I sure did. Open the Oasis. She says, nice. Tree says, just agreeing. Oh my God, OMG. That's what the kids do. OMG. The Amga, and Lao. I am learning all these things. I'm learning Amgas. I'm learning Laos. And there's Yagams. People don't know about Yagams. And when they ask me, what's Yagams? That's like if you're going to type, you're a good man, sir, on your phone, like a Lao. And that's the way they like it. Oh, I get it. I get you. Swig for everything happening right now. Swing for all of the things that people are saying to me. Swig. Oh, yeah. You and your stories, she's saying. Oh, go on now. My Aunt Dora would go like that. I would tell my Aunt Dorothy stuff. And after I tell her, she would look at me and go, oh, go on now. She would do that. She would do that. That's what people do. I gotta find. I think I just have coffee in here. It's energizing me, man. Swig for cousins. But today, I'm going to do something today. I'm going to do some things that I have to do. If you look over here, I got my handy dandy sketchbook. That's right. And I have stories in here. I got to cover up some deets. So you guys can't see. But I got these stories that I have to transfer, if you will. Transfer. That's my grandma Hopi would say that too, if you will. Mind you, I'm drinking out of this Speedy Gonzalez cup, mind you, if you will. So I have to transfer all of these drawings to my digital page right here. You see this corner? This is my digital page. I'm going to draw these etchings, if you will, and I'm going to put them in the digital. But I have to redraw everything because you see it's all with small thumbnails. See that? This one's about the green aliens. They invade all your comics. And you can see this is page 1, so I will be drawing that. I got at least 2 pages open, but we'll see. We'll see how far I get. We will see. Wayne says, but there is only one Wagums. Right. There's Yagums, and there's only one Wagums. And that stands for Wayne's a good man, sir. That's true. Yeah. A tree says, yeah, that's what Aunt Dora would say. I would tell her stories, and she'd say, oh, go on now. That's scary, Art. And then I'd say, Aunt Dora, if my answers frighten you, then stop asking scary questions. Can't believe she didn't kick me off the porch. Something would have happened there. Man, I'm always flirting with things here. Things are happening. Things are going crazy. They're going crazy style. I'm going to put up my theme song because right now, Famous Cartoonist is saying things. And I'm turning this show into Famous Cartoonist draws things. Let's go. Do you like that? That was pretty cool, as the kids would say. That was pretty cool, Dad. That was pretty cool. So now we're going to draw. I got this big screen. Like Trees likes it. That song, it's jazzy. Yeah, that song is by Gordy. My son Gordy wrote that song. He writes songs, puts them on Spotify, or as I like to call it, Spotify. He likes to put songs on Spotify, and he likes to generate, create, makes music, uploads it, and he has an alias online called Chef Gordy, which he's always doing things. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to draw this. I got to move my mug around so I could see. Move that mug, Balthazar. So I could see what I'm doing here. See the mug. It's pretty tricky because it's still full. It's still full. That's awfully full. It's true. Swig. So I'm going to draw right here. This is panel 1. And panel 1's going to have, let's see. Should I put meanwhile in beautiful downtown Skokie? Is that at night? Is it nighttime? Or is it during the day? Meanwhile. See, I'm going to write it up here. You guys, this is the exciting part of his show. Yeah. Meanwhile. I'll just put meanwhile. We already know where it is. We established that beautiful downtown Skokie. Did he just say Tauntaun? Yeah, Tauntaun. Beautiful Tauntaun Skokie is a thing that's happening in this book. I'm gonna reverse this though. Watch what I'm gonna do. Look at him go. He's erasing everything. See, I'm gonna put the building on this side. See, like that. Yeah, I can't believe this guy draws comics. He's got to learn how to draw first. Like, see that? This is the building. This is all your comics. Here's a little buildings here. I always draw Annie's pancake house in the background. But I think Annie's pancake house got torn down because that school, there's a school over in beautiful downtown Skokie, like a college school, like a technical school, if you will, mind you, that bought all that land. So Annie's pancake house was surviving. They were living on borrowed time, if you will. Their days were numbered, all of that stuff. It's never good to have any of those things. You're on borrowed time, Baltazar. I know. Your days are numbered, Baltazar. See, it never sounds good. It's never good to have any of those things. This show sucks, Baltazar. I know, man. I'm trying to make it good. Your show sucks. I don't know what you're doing this for. But we'll see, man. These are books. These are books I'm drawing for the future. You will see what's going to happen. I don't know when. You will know as much as I do right now. But that's the scene. Meanwhile, I don't really need to write anything else but meanwhile, right? Meanwhile, and I'm going to write number 2. Look at book panel number 2. Close-up of the building. A close-up of the shop. Here it is. Like, this guy can't write. Like, look at this. I remember when I first wrote, back in those days. I hate saying back in the day, so I'll never say that. But I just said it. You just said it, Baltazar. But back in those days, when I was making comics in the 90s, 90 something. So yeah, I gotta eliminate this, see? Because now it's not consistent. I can't have that chimney top. There you go. Back in the 90s or so, if you will, back when me and Treese would cause problems for everybody. Oh, I just stumbled. Swig. Swig for everybody. Use your mug, your famous mug, your favorite mug. Let's swig together. Back when we were causing problems as youngsters back in the 1990s, I was publishing comic books. And they were the Cray Baby Adventures. And then I had a book called Gyro Man. I was doing Captain Camel books. And the pros, the professionals that I knew, they will go nameless. But one guy's not with us anymore, so I don't want to disrespect. But they would tell me that, hey man, you're not a very good writer. You need help writing these things. So I didn't like that, hear that. It's like, hey man. And they're like, let me help you write these stories. And then the stories they wrote for me with my own characters that I created and grew up and, lived with, all of their stories were hurting, man. Like, what the heck? These are not good stories. They were writing more like parodies. They were writing more like parody stories. And it wasn't cool. It's like, man, these guys can't write my guys. So get to it, Baltazar. Oh yeah, so I'm saying that the coolest part about making all of these characters now are they're the same characters and same stories that I wrote back in the 90s when people were telling me that I couldn't write, which is pretty cool. And that's what Yogs was with paper cuts. I did Yogs, and I rewrote some of the stories, but I love writing my own stuff. I love writing my own stories because these characters are living in my head 24 hours a day. They're in my sketchbook. I had to go to the doctor's office today and sit in the lobby for a little bit. I always get there early. And even my wife says, why are we here so early, man? And I said, because I sit and draw. She could TikTok and I could draw. But stuff like that happens. And so when people told me I couldn't write my own comics, it really, like, how do you say that, irks you? You're never going to make it, man. You need a writer. So I'm like, no, I don't. I'm going to do this myself. So I've always been writing my own stuff. And when I had a partner, it was like Franco. So we did stuff together, which was cool. But we wrote it together, though, you know. When somebody wants to write your stuff and they just don't get it. We were writing Giro Man stuff, and these guys are like, he's a parody of Superman. I'm like, no, he's not. He's not a parody at all. He's a real character, you know. This is a thump. And he goes, huh? What was that? It's like, I know. People are like, this is not therapy, Baltazar. I know. I'm just saying, man. I'm saying things to you that I can't say to you because it's not time to say things to you. I'm dancing around. You better be careful, man. I know. I'm very careful. I'm wise with my ways. He said he's wise. I don't think so. That's not what he said. He's swinging too much. Like, look at Action Cat hears it. He's like, what? He's like, what happened? What happened, man? I got all these stories that have been in my sketchbooks for a long time now. I'm actually, if you look in the background, when I go large screen again, I got a lot of sketchbooks on my floor that I'm using to find stories, because there's stories in those sketchbooks that I need to get out of there and put into. I need to put them in the digital page. But there's all the stories I wrote years ago. I've just been writing. I write anytime I travel, and for a few years I was traveling quite often. Is it often or often? Quite often I was writing. I was traveling, henceforth writing a lot. And I'm looking to see what's going on. Oh, yeah, it's good. Huh, what was that? See, there he is. Thump. See how that page comes alive? Look at that. Look at that movement, man. Brrr. I should put, I got to put the little alien back here. Got to put something flying back here. There it is. Look at that. That says a lot. Just that alien spaceship flying. What were you saying, man? What was I saying? Oh, so I've been traveling a lot, and every time I travel, I write. I run on an airplane. So a lot of these stories that are in these sketchbooks are still from those pandemic era. I was writing then because I would go out places. I would go to the baggage claim at the airport and just sit there and write. Yeah, it's weird. I would just find stuff. But in the wintertime, I can't write outside. And a lot of time, stores were closed back then. So I used to go to the donut shop over here. Let's see, wait. I used to go to the donut shop over here because they were open 24 hours. But then after those trying times, they never recovered for the 24 hours. So now the sign just says open hours. They got rid of the 24. But I used to be one of my 2 a.m. writing spots. I used to go there drink coffee and have a donut and watch them pack for the morning, and I would sit there and draw, and it was real cool. Swig for donuts. I see people commenting. I am going to read those. I am going to read all of those. Those are some good questions in there. See, but I'm going to write this too. I got it right here. Dang it. Are those kids parkouring? Parkouring. I got to find out how to spell parkouring, because this was true. This story is based off a true event. We parkouring on our roof again because we're inside the store and we heard a whole bunch of thumping. And at that time, our store was around the corner of where we are now in beautiful downtown Skokie. And we didn't have an upstairs. So we heard all this thumping and stomping. And then I looked and there was a whole bunch of kids on our roof jumping all over the place. And that's when I first heard about this thing called parkouring. And Kurt Wood was with me. And he says, no, those guys are up there. And I told the guys, what are you guys doing, man? Oh, we're just running around. I said, get off our roof. I don't care if you do it anywhere else, but I don't want you to fall off of our building. Okay. And they got down. I just didn't want them to fall. Because if they fall, man, then I don't want to have to like pay hospital bills, you know? Yeah, that's real exciting, Baltazar. Let's see, what can I do for you fellas? What can I do for you fellas? Yep. So I just write it on, I write all the words on these panels for you. What can I do for you fellas? And then I go back and draw it. So as you see, this one, so I draw, me press save. See, as you see, I just draw this all in there, and then I ink it, or then I'll letter it first, and then I'll ink it. Then I'll go back in here. I got to do that. But first, I'm going to save this. I'm going to swig, and I'm going to read some comments because you guys are saying things. But I'm going to leave the big face of Action Cat here, so anyone who's just joining us will see that. What's he doing, man? Like, see that? Now I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Let's see what's happening, man. Yeah, this is great. Whoa, I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of comments. Whoa. Oh, you guys are awesome. Song's jazzy. Tree said I figured that was Gordy. Carrie Sanders says, meanwhile, back at the halls of Baltazar. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Tree says, everything I'm saying is funny. She L's me. I got a something that just landed on my glass holes. My glass holes. Well, that's better. I had a little speck of dust that was in the center of my eye hole. My eye hole, ball hole, eyeball. I don't know. We'll edit that out. Sweet. This guy sure drinks a lot of coffee. Yeah, he does. Let's see. Robert J. Denton, another cousin. Man, we're having a bunch of cousins here. Hey, Baltazar, how come all your cousins have different last names? Well, they do. We all share the same bloodline, but we're all in there. Cousin Robbie. Yeah. We should do a cousin stream one time. I should invite all the cousins. We'll do a family reunion on here. Uncle Bingo's here. Art, I met you at con in Muncie, Indiana. Oh, that's cool. Uncle Bingo. B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's cool. I wish to meet you again, Uncle Bingo. Are you a relative too? He's the uncle to all. They call me Funkle Art right now. Because the trees. See, everyone's reuniting. Look, Trees is sending hearts. They're overlapped hearts. They're hearts that are hugging. Heart emojis. Robert J. Denton says, how many comics do you work on at any given time? Right now, I'm working on 3 projects right now. This one, Action Cat Comics. And I'm working on a comic books with the AEW wrestlers. And I'm working on another book that I can't tell you yet. There's details of this book I can't tell you. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Since I've been drawing comics, I've learned that there's so many secrets. There's some, and when you do your own indie book, you can say whatever you want. But when you're working with publishers, there's secrets, there's deadlines, there's things I can't tell you. So, but right now I'm working on three big projects right now. And the good thing about all of these projects are they're all my own characters. They're nothing to do with, like, there's no DC Comics characters, or I finished Dr. Seuss. So there's all stuff that I created, which is really awesome. Some new, some old, some never before seen. But I can't tell you the deets yet, man. The deets are precious. Swig. Right now I'm working on 3, but I'm constantly making things. Always doing stuff. Oh, and I'm working on a book with my friends Jamie Cosley and Todd Webb and Tyler Cosley. We're working on a book called Fribbits. That'll be out in September. It's a frog book. It's going to be cool. What was that comic you and Franco were cameoed in where you guys were standing at the hot dog stand? Was it a Superman book? We were, that was a Flash book by Francis Manifold. Francis Manifold drew that. He would do ink drawings and watercolor. So that was one of his. That was a Flash book. I don't know what episode of Flash it was, what issue, but we were also in All Your Comics merch was also an Archie comic that Mark Waid wrote. So I've been in many comic book appearances, and I'm in DC universe. I'm in the Archie universe. I think the Dark Horse universe. I'm not sure if I'm in a Marvel universe, but Patrick the Wolf Boy is in a Marvel universe. Patrick the Wolf Boy and Robin from Tiny Titans crossed over in a Franklin Richards book. So we made it into one panel. And the Fantastic Four, Reed Richards and Franklin Richards are in Tiny Titans. So we crossed over. So there's secret crossovers, man. I got to do a book with all that info in there. See, Troy Younger says 2 a.m. at a donut shop drinking coffee and drawing sounds like heaven. Yeah, man, it was cool. It was a really cool donut shop because at night, the people who worked there would use half of the restaurant. It was like a restaurant. They had booths, like it was an old style kind of diner restaurant, but half of the store they would use for packaging donuts because this donut shop delivered donuts to all of the early coffee shops in the area. Like if you go to any like maybe I don't know if Starbucks was one, but they would deliver donuts to all of the donut or coffee shops and the grocery stores. So like if you get a package of donuts, it was fresh from these guys. So they were real cool. So when I'd sit there and draw, they were working. So it was never dangerous. There was never like a creepy vibe at 2 a.m. There was like a busy vibe. So they would make it real dusty. Like all the powdered sugar would be everywhere. And it was cool. I really liked it. But now it's closed. They closed at a certain time. And I see them working when I drive by sometimes. I see them working, but they're more get there early, like 3 or 4 a.m, and then they do the deliveries. But their vans were outside, and all night long you'd sit there and draw and drink coffee and stuff, and they would just keep loading the vans. So that was really cool, man. That was real special. That was a good time. Good time, man. And then the COVID knocked them out. Like they couldn't recover after that because they had to close and all that things. So they had to close, but they're open back up now, but now limited hours, no longer 24 hours, which is cool. I understand. I respect it, man. Respect it. Now let's get back to this guy. Let's see. This is Adventure Bug flying in saying, dang it. Are those kids? Are those kids parkouring again, man? It's not Adventure Bug, it's Aloysius. When I was a kid, the alderman in our block, the guy who would always ring our doorbell, his name was Aloysius. And I always thought that was a funny name. That was a cool name. And being in Chicago, I never knew what a cul-de-sac was, but I always thought that was a funny word. So when I was a kid, I created a character called Aloysius Cul-de-sac. That was his name. So I always thought that was a funny name. So if Adventure Bug has a last name, that would be his last name. Aloysius Cul-de-sac. I'm going to say right now that is his last name. But they don't use last names too much, you know. He's like, He's looking up, It feels good to draw these guys again, man. I'm drawing, like, we're going to make more books. And that's what a lot of these are going into. And I did a little teaser of me unboxing issue 15 of Action Cat and meets Wolf Boy. So that's cool. So you'll probably see this in Aya Comics number 16. I got number 16 to 17 coming out. I got a lot of different things. So any comic strip I make never goes to waste. Oh, look at how big the bug is. Way too big. He's giant. He's not that big. Hey, man. Is he growing, Baltazar? No, I just drew him too big. I just drew him too big, man. So he's smaller than that. Man, I feel good. I took a nap and I feel great now. Feels like morning. You know that feeling like once the coffee kicks in and you finally get to work and you just rode the bus or drove there and now you're ready to go. You just had your first swig of Red Bull. That's how it feels. Must be nice, Baltazar. There's always that guy. Must be nice. The must be nice guy's here. Must be nice. The must be nice guy. There's always that guy. And then there's always the must be nice guy. And then maybe I should do that guy. Might be the same. Must be nice. Maybe I should do that. There's always the maybe I should do that guy. And there's always the must be nice guy. I don't know. Or it's also the why didn't I think of that guy? Why didn't I think of that? Must be a nice guy. Hey man, you making fun of me? No. I'm making fun of anybody. The must be nice guy. Let's see. This is cool. Look at it. Look how they look. I like the way Action Cat looks. He's pointing up. He's wondering. Like maybe I should put some crumbling. His stuff's falling. Says, I don't think so. See, now we got the aliens looking in. Must be nice. Here's the aliens looking in. And here's the front counter. Because the story I draw in the comic is pretty much based on the store we have in real life. So if you go to the shop and you see this, say, hey man, those are the same colors. Hey man. But when we first opened up, I bought everyone vests, these red vests that Action Cat wears, but nobody wore them. So I couldn't instill my uniform tactic. But it's okay. They didn't want to wear them. Can't force anyone to do it because I'd rather have them be happy at work than saying, no, our boss there wants us to wear these. It's all right. But I was wearing mine for a while, but then I realized when I see pictures, they do look weird. It's all right. Hey, man. All right. Get to work, Baltazar. Stop dilly-dallying. All right, let's see. I'm going to put some comics here. And then I'm going to draw. He's looking in. Let's see what I got. Look at these aliens. These green aliens I'm making. These are the most vicious, evil aliens in the whole universe. If you run into these guys, you got to be very careful because they'll destroy you. They'll devour you. They'll eat anyone. They'll eat any creature. They'll devour you. They'll destroy you. They'll capture you. You never know what they're thinking, and they will use you for what they need you to do. And these were part of my first Gyro Man episodes. And I have a story where they kidnap Gyro Man and wrap him in a giant pita because they want to take him home to their planet to eat him. But he thinks they're giving him a ride to their whole planet because they want them to milk their cows. I don't know what that is. They capture Gyro Man so they could bring him home to milk their cows because these guys don't have fingers. They have like mittens. It's true. Swig. Oh, yeah, I saved it in Swig. Every time I save it, I swig. Look at here's. Let's see. Okay, this is a page where the door opens. Ding, ding. Let's see. I got to I want to fit this in there because I got to fit this in such a way where it looks like the door is opening. Hey, man. There you go. Ding, ding. There it is. And then we don't even have a bell on our door. We have electronic ding, ding, like that. But in this comic, I draw a bell because people don't understand sometimes that music and sounds are very hard to interpret in a comic book. So a lot of people will draw a band playing and the lyrics of the band, and it doesn't quite translate as well. And I'm so surprised with that. I'm so surprised that Josie and the Pussycats comic strip works. You know, you got to be real tricky. Giving us a life lesson, Baltazar. Yeah, it's true. Here, I'm going to answer some questions. You guys are saying things. There's a giant action cat again. He's like pondering. He's pondering. Save and swig. I'm going to swig. Swig. Let's see what you guys are saying. Mario's here. Mario is here. Saying, ooh, donuts. Eric Wolfgang, I owe you some Action Cat pages. Oh, that's up to you, man. If you want to, yeah, send them to me. Everything I got a bunch of strips, comic pages right now that I'm trying to fit into the later issues. It's taking a while to get to them, but I am putting them in my books. So that's up to you, man. And I would love to get them because you draw awesome. I love the way you draw my characters and your stories are real good. So yes, Troy says, I think Must Be Nice Guys Get Off My Lawn Guys Primo. Yeah. Get off my lawn. The Must Be Nice Guy is real. You only meet him at the Must Be Nice Guy, must be nice. That guy shows up at parties where the parties are normal people. Where if I go to a party with all my artist friends or people in the biz or just people who know me, I don't get that. The Must Be Nice Guy is not usually there. Like when we do a Mystery Industry Monday night at the store, there's no Must Be Nice Guys. The Must Be Nice Guy shows up at family barbecues or Super Bowl parties or, you know, birthday parties or weddings, stuff like that. There's always a Must Be Nice Guy at a wedding. Oh, must be nice. And it's always like, it follows with the questions, oh, what do you do for a living? And then when you tell them, they get into it and they keep asking you stuff. And then finally, when you say, I work from home, I work all different hours. Sometimes I wake up in the afternoon. I don't set my alarm clock. I set my own pace. And they're like, must be nice. There's where you unleash the Must Be Nice Guy. But they're never happy. The Must Be Nice Guy is never happy to have you. And then he walks away after with some disgust of disappointment on his face. Yeah, and the Get Off My Lawn guy, yeah, I don't know. He might be the same guy. I don't know, man. It might be. Time to clean the brush and go to bed. Are you painting too, man? Troy Younger's painting. Are you painting Mego heads? Or are you painting paintings? I know you were painting some Batman villains. You're painting some Poison Ivies before. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Hey, man. All right, let's see this panel. This is a good panel. This is going to be fun. This is the first panel right here. I'm going to draw a panel that I envisioned. Henceforth, this story happened. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if Action Cat is sitting? He's at the front counter. He's at the front counter like this. He's over here like this. He's at the front counter like this, and he's saying, hello, fellas. And he's looking at them like this. He's a little concerned. He knows about the green aliens. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe this is the first encounter with them. I don't know if Action Cat ever crossed over with the green aliens. But he's sitting at the counter. See, he's standing there. But meanwhile, all these guys are here. They're all surrounding him. They're all looking at him. So this is the first, this drawing this scene I thought of in my sketchbook. I sketched it and I thought that would be funny if he's just surrounded by these guys. See, it's fun. Making me laugh now. Like he's just surrounded by these guys. And they just look at you with this blank stare. Because they're so faceless, emotionless, that you don't know what they're going to do. It's like when you see a bear. A bear's charging you. A bear won't growl. It'll just keep coming at you. It's kind of all these guys are. They don't growl. They don't even have mouths. They don't have faces. They just have two eyes. He's like, what's happening? And then Adventure Bug is leaning. He's kind of leaning over here, looking at them. Aloysius. Oh, that's not right. I'm going to put his hand like that. So I got to get in there with Aloysius a little bit. Yeah, his legs look weird. So I'm going to... like this. It's going to be a little lower. He's messing up on the sketches. But I don't want him leaning. All right, so we're going to fix this. Don't make him lean, Balthazar. See, I even used the... there it is. Yeah, like that. It's more like leaning their way, but not bending over. Yeah, it's great. This is a great tutorial, Balthazar. Must be nice to just sit home all day and draw. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. I had to go out and do things today, though. I had to do normal people things today. Appointments and driving around. TCB, taking care of business. Sometimes you got to do stuff, man. That's all right. Taking care of business every day. Yeah. Look at this. He's like, this is funny. What can I do for you fellas? Hey, this is a cool picture. Let me see. I think I repeat it. Because it says, what can I do for you fellas? And then you guys don't talk much, do you? Oh, the next panel is the same, but there's no one saying nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and start lettering these. Or should I open more? Should I open more? This whole comic strip is 6 pages. So these are the first 2. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open another one. Open. Open, says me. There he goes. He's looking at his stuff. Let's see what here. Page 36. I already did the panels. See, I put all the panels in there so I could see what is happening, man. And this one's just, This is just the same. You're just saying, See? Because this panel is going to be the same. See, I do this. I like to repeat panels sometimes. Cut and paste them. That's cheating, Balthazar. No, it's still good. Still good. Storytelling element. See, there it is. But I'm going to change his arm a little bit. Yeah, his arm gets changed. Just so there's a little bit difference. It's going to be like, his mouth is closed this time. Yeah, it's real exciting. Did you watch that show last night? That was real boring. I know, man. Man, that critic, man. The critic doesn't let it go. I think the critic and the Must Be Nice Guy are related, too. Critic is harsh. See, he's like that. See, this mouth could be smaller. Watch. Like that. There you go. So now I erase this one. Do it simpler here. I'll erase that one. Who's he talking to? I don't know. Like that. There you go. Just so I know when I come back in there and ink this thing. Actually, it should be like that maybe. I come back in. I don't know if I'll ink it tonight or next week. Does that look all right? Looks weird, man. All your stuff looks weird, Baltazar. Oh, man. There you go. Like that. Or should I put the mouth over here? Should his mouth be like this? Yeah, like that, right? It's going to be like that. It's taking forever on this. There you go. Oh. Just got to make sure it's good. Mediocre, man. You can't just go, see, like that. You can't just do good enough. And he's concerned. See that little thing over his eye? Just makes him a little concerned. Now the next panel is save it. I'm gonna save and swig. Let's go. Let's do it to it. That was delicious. Hot piping coffee. Or is it piping hot? Hot piping. It says, you guys don't talk much, do you? That's what he says. It's true, they don't. They don't know how to talk. They can't. You guys don't talk much. Do you? So I always put the words, I just put them in the panels. And then later on, I'll figure out how to, where they should go, you know. Evil, evil, evil. Let's give it off evil vibes. Evil, evil, evil. And see, I put this as panel 11A because I had a different training thoughts. Originally, I had a story that they just wanted an autograph. And that was it. That's still how the story ends, where the aliens want an autograph. But I added 3 pages of him, or actually 2.5 pages of Action Cat panicking, because he knows that he thinks they're there to take over. And here's one, because I wrote in here, actually, or Adventure Bug saying, some serious mean mugging for sure. He said, that's some serious mean mugging. Mean mugging? I'm going to put it. I heard a mean mugging on Breaking Bad when they were when that guy got shot. He was saying, "Hey man, I'm getting some mean mugging here," and then he says, "Yeah, wow." Or he's gonna say, "Wow," and then he's gonna say, "That was some that was more like an evil Death Star." She starts panicking. Evil Death Stare. See, people say, you can't say that in a comic, Baltazar. Yeah, it could. Evil Death Stare. 11B. What's 11B? Oh, wait a minute. Well, I didn't put all of the words I needed in here. What do you think they want? What do you think? What do you think they want? Yeah, this is great. It's a good show, Baltazar. All right, let's see. I'm going to save. I'm going to put, he's concerned. See, he's looking at them. He's very concerned of what might transpire here. See, he's worried. He's like, oh, sweating a little bit. He's like adjusting his collar. So he's like, oh. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what they want. And I find myself drawing Adventure Bug is looking different than I used to draw him, which is kind of cool. He's taking shape. Okay, you got that one? He said, what do you guys want? I'll go back. Here he is. Here's the alien. Should I draw one? Maybe just one alien. Just his face. He chose to look at this guy. Mean mugging, if you will. He's mean mugging. I see you guys commenting. I'm gonna say things. I'm gonna read your comments very soon. Let me just pencil these pages. Says you don't talk much, do you? This is funny. Here's the counter. Let's see, I'm going to make him a little bit. I'm going to move him a little over a little bit. Slightly. I'm going to move this guy over a little bit because they're a little close. What needs to happen here? There you go. It's good. Get rid of that line so it doesn't confuse me. See, watch this. Watch this magic. I'm going to perform magic right now. I'm going to take this. Another cut and paste job. He's cheating. You see him what he's doing? He's not even working. Must be nice. See, these guys are all here, man. They're all here. Must be nice guys. See, he says, you guys don't talk much, do you? And now watch this. Watch these simple lines. They're going to change this whole thing. He's mean. Look at that. And then his eyes get bigger. Oh. His mouth again. All these little subtle changes. Face expressions. See? Look at that. Isn't that cool? That works right there. Should I give him an evil? Yeah, like this. I'm going to give him the evil lines. Evil, 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 evil. So, wow, that's some serious mean mugging for sure. He mean mugged him. This is what this story should be called, mean mugging. Yeah, let's see. Do I call it mean mugging? That's the name of this first story. Mean mugging. That's what it's going to be called. So people will be like, what is that? That's the potential story. Mean mugging. See, I'm writing. He's writing stuff right when we're watching. All right, now what's he doing? Got this panel here. That is, here it is. It's more of a close-up. He's leaning back. He's leaning back a little bit because he's a bit frightened. He's trying to. Oh, I hear thunder. I don't know if it's thunder or fireworks. That was more like a death stare. So it's, let's see, some sort of mean mugging. Yeah, they're both very cautious with these aliens. Yeah, see, these are cool. Look at their faces. This is very, he said, wow, that's some serious mean mugging for sure. That was more like a death stare. What do you think they want? They're nervous, see? So I'm going to fix this a little bit more. Maybe, should I do like this? Should I do his mouth open? Closed. Let's see. Let's see, man. I think I had it right the first time. Feels like the first time. Yeah, that's good. It's a good page. Look at that. Save, swig. I'm going to read things. I got to leave you on a big face. People just joining in and I'll say, what is he doing? What's he doing, man? I'm going to swig. If you have a swig, now it's time to swig. Let's swig together. Wagums says, he's saying to me right now, Wagums, don't mess up or the critic will start yelling at you. Yeah, he yells, man. He's the angry critic. He's like, you suck, Baltazar. That's what he does all the time. Carrie says to me, I hate doing most people things. Vampire hours and indoors all the way. Yeah, I like all of that stuff. Being indoors, being home. It's so much fun. It's so good. I accomplish things at home. Get things going. Rocking the art studio. And ordering food. When people ring my doorbell and bring me food, that's the best thing. It says, does the critic show up in your dreams? No, that's the only thing that shuts off the critic. But he might be there. I bet he knows. But I do dream about working. I always dream about working in Photoshop and stuff. I dream about the lasso tool and coloring. It's nuts. I do dream about things like that. Dreaming about stuff. Yeah. Dreaming about stuff. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see what else I got. These are only the first. I got 3 pages here. Should I do another page? This page, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't have it written all the way. I'm missing dialogue. Let's see. I got 11C. I wrote 11. Yeah, I got to write some things. Yeah, I got to write some dialogue. So I'm going to start inking some of this. Dialogue. Here, let me go with the first page. Mean mugging. Meanwhile. Should be called mean mugging. Should be out of towners. Nah, mean mugging's good. I'm gonna keep it that way. By Art Baltazar, that's where it goes. My name's gonna go right there. So I underline these things. What's that? I said underline. Do people say underline or underline? I'm gonna underline these things. This is the part that gets real boring, Baltazar. This is when we're watching them write stuff. Part of the lettering is part of the artwork. I did have a dream recently about lettering, that somebody took over my lettering and they did it real awful, but I had to let him do it or something. Oh man, it was like I woke up and I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad that that's not real, because I love the way my lettering looks, because it's part of the, it feels part of the artwork. It just makes it tough to do corrections, or if I want to rewrite it in another language, because we ran into that where I got to get a new, like if we want to make it into Spanish or French or something, I got to rewrite everything. We'll see what happens. We'll see, man. What was? But a lot of my publishers always ask me if I have a font or is that hand lettered. They can't tell. So no, man, this is me. It's me drawn. And I do this because Charles Schultz did this. And then the old Marvel guys did it. They always had a letterer in the books. And it was always somebody drawing a font. Like, not a font, someone printing. Hand printing it, hand lettering. I always thought that was cool. And there was this thing that was a hand letterer thing that I bought at one time. It's for drafting, for architecture drafting and stuff. And because all of the drafting and all of the blueprints are always hand lettered, and I always thought that was cool. I'm gonna leave those words right here, wherever they are. Oh, things are buzzing. I always gotta make sure it's not my kids. I don't think they're all home. Yeah, nope, no kids. I think my daughter's out there doing her thing. I think she's spending the night. Spending the night. It's always one word, grown up. Spending the night. Spending the night. And the kids would always say, Daddy, where's my something to drink? It's funny. Ah, Balthazar. She's like, huh? Like, wow, he made that page pretty fast. It's weird how, like, sometimes I go real fast with this stuff, but it still takes a little while to complete a book. Some pages go real fast and others take time. Yeah, woe's me, Balthazar. Must be nice to take your time. I'm going to cough. Thank you. Sweet. Very good, very good. It's thump. Look, I'm gonna write thump. You guys hear my air conditioner kick on? Getting a little cold, by the way. Always cold. But it felt good today. It was like 90 degrees out. It felt like went outside. Sat on my porch, on my patio for a little bit. Did some thinking. Did some drawing, some sketching. A little bit, not much. It was really cool. Sketchbook. I got my tickets for San Diego Comic-Con. My airplane tickets. It's coming out, man. It's like about a month. Less, maybe. It's kind of like I hear of all these shows. Like I know this weekend is Heroes Con. And I always think of like, man, I'd like to go there. But then when it comes up, I'm glad I'm not going. I got a lot of things I got to get done. Maybe next year. But I knew in the beginning of this year that I wasn't going to do many. I was only going to do the big ones. I'm going to do C2E2 in New York and stuff like that. Not stuff like that. Just New York, San Diego, Chicago. and I'm doing Terrificon. I'll be there in Cincinnati, so not many. Thump. Look at that. How's that look? Poof. Look at that. That's nice and bold. That's what it sounded like when we were in there. Thump. Put over here. Meanwhile. Schmeanwhile. It's all true, man. It's all true. Mean while. Not nice while. Not pleasant while. It's mean while. Does it mean it's me? Like mean? Like mean mugging? That's not what it means, man. In the meantime, meanwhile, is that too big? Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to shrink it a little bit. It's too thick. You're too thick, Balthazar. All right, man. Calm down. Calm down. There you go. That's a little better. I want it to be subtle. Because you hear this, you can hear that spaceship coming in. Next 4 years, man, I'm going to be making a lot of comics. I got a plan, man. I got a plan. Plan this, Balthazar. Yeah. The critic is harsh. Doesn't care. Mean mugging. It's a weird name. That's what I'm saying, though. Mean mugging. It's totally from Breaking Bad, for those of you wondering why I'm saying these weird things to you. What's he talking about? He's teaching my kids new lingo. Hey, man. He's talking slang. He's throwing down slang, man. I think my cousins all went away. There's a few people here. It's all right. It's like a party, you know? Like if you're at a wedding and I discovered this, like if I get up to get me and my wife a drink, it'll take me like a half an hour to get back because everyone's like, hey, man, what are you doing, man? And then I'll meet a bunch of people, we'll talk. Oh, new notifications are happening. No, nothing to be concerned with at this moment in time. Your thoughts get interrupted, Balthazar. Yeah. I know when I go live like this, I get pages done. It's the best live drawing show ever, Balthazar. What are you talking about? This show sucks. Must be nice. Just sit here on the internet. Must be a nice guy. Meet that guy. I meet the must be nice guy about once or twice a year. He's out there. He's out there waiting. I don't know if I should put quotes around this. Should I put quotes around it? I think so, right? I'm gonna. But they're different. Like, they're gonna be like these kind of quotes. Square. Because. Oh, what did I do that for? Because there's already a thing there. See a apostrophe, comma, whatever. So these quotes are gonna be a little different. People go, you can't do that, man. I say, I know, but I'm gonna. Mean mugging. Like that, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. I like making my edges of the lettering crispy. Just like Krispy Kremes, like donuts. Back to donuts. Let's talk about donuts. Like donuts. I just can't even eat them no more. They're off my list. They're off the menu for the famous one. Nothing to be concerned about. Mostly just, I got to do this now. Like, I know Louis C.K. did a comedy about it, and so did that Australian. He's an Australian comedian. He said something like, I'm like this now. This is what you do now. So that's kind of where I'm at. Got to do it now, man. Let's see. Should I put this in one word? Yeah, like that. How's that look? That was pretty good. Well, one line, I mean. Mean mugging. Stop saying that, man. I think it's going to be bigger. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, man, that's pretty good. That's right. I've been watching a lot of Storage Wars. I've been watching Storage Wars, man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. It's a good show. I dig it. It's a large dot. That's too large. Money owned it down. Yeah, that's right. Money owned it down. So I like it that it's on the streaming now, where I don't have to skip commercials. We already know that, man. Where have you been? I know. I don't watch a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of music. Look at that alien ship. Look at this. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming to take over everything. Everything you knew. Everything you knew is a lie. Everything you've known about your whole life will change after you read this comic. Nothing will be the same again. Ever. Ever. Ever, I tell you. This guy's threatening us. Shut up, Balthazar. You're scaring everybody. my friend Jamie Cosley said he likes watching my show because I get yelled at. He said I turned, man. He says, well, golly, man, I turned on your show, and all I heard was, shut up and draw, Balthazar. It's true. Shut up. You suck, Balthazar. It's true, man. That's what I hear all the time. Guys telling me things like that, things of that nature. You suck. This is real exciting because I'm drawing buildings. My buildings are never accurate, and my perspective is never right. But it always looks good. It always looks right. You can't draw, man. You know what? I always draw. Always manage to make it look cool. And that's what cartooning is like. Cartooning has really no rules except for make it look good. That's the only rule. Because I don't use rulers. I don't measure anything. The only straight line I use is for the panels. Other than that, nah, I don't need no perspective. All the stuff they taught you in college. Out the door, through the window. True it. Out the door and through the window. So when I like Spotify, I like listening to music on Spotify, and I've been into different things. I just found these two girls called, I think they're called Pacifica. They're really good. It's just two girls singing their songs, and they're more like a punk rock. It's like a punk rock 80s type music. That's what I'm into. I never realized I was into punk rock 80s music until I started listening to Spotify and liking songs and making playlists, and they're all like punk rock. I like punk rock covers of different songs. So it's kind of cool. But these girls, man, they were rocking. I had them rocking last night. Pacifica, I just discovered them because I was listening to or watching Instagramma, and they suggest following different people, and this band came up, and then I started following them. Like, yes, I will accept your suggestion. So it's kind of cool. So music is very important to me while I'm working, and when I'm writing. When I'm writing, I like to go somewhere to write, but when I'm drawing and inking, especially, I like to hear music and other people talking. Sounds like you're doing all the talking today, Baltazar. That's true. So I have to see what's going on with my peeps. With my peeps and my G's. Are you guys my G's? Peeps and G's. I know Carrie's my G's. Carrie Saunders. She's one of my G's. Wagham's is one of my G's. What's G mean, Baltazar? Not sure what G means? Well, people always say people are OGs. I got a few OGs. Raisky and Weasel are my OGs. Not like, oh, geez. Not like, oh, geez. My girl's name's Aji. Aj. She's a little baby. Like, where's Aji? Right here, Aj. I'm Aj. Aji. Yeah. You're getting nostalgic for people who aren't not nostalgic, Baltazar. You don't have your memories, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to put this building here. I just make up stuff. My towns in this beautiful downtown Skokie arena, I'm going to call it an arena, is never accurate. It's always whatever fits the drawing at the time. I'm like, well, Annie's Pancake House was tore down, so now this is what it looks like. That ain't right, Baltazar. It's true. People are going to get tired of the critic, I know. I got to maybe retire him. The critic doesn't go away. He doesn't want to go away. I'm here to stay, man. All right, look at that. That's pretty good. See, whenever I say something like that, like, oh, that's pretty good, I always think of Leia saying, what's pretty good? Right there, that'll do. What'll do? What'll do? I've been watching, of course, a lot of Star Wars. Always watching Star Wars. Even though it's bad sometimes, it's never bad per se. It could be better. That's where I always think, man, I wish that was better. But it's never bad because I like it every time. But I hope this stuff coming out that they're saying it's coming out, I hope it's really good. But I think that it's taken long to make Star Wars because they have to make it good because people are not happy, man. People are making videos all day long about bad Star Wars. I knew that you would get to Star Wars eventually, Baltazar. But I've been watching, when I treadmill, I watch TV. I put it on. So at 30 minutes at a time, I watch stuff. I've been watching Bad Batch, which is really cool. That's like a great Star Wars show. And then I watch Storage Wars. Man has zoned it down. Yeah, that's right. You got it. So I've been watching that. What else do I watch? What else do you watch, Baltazar? You know what? Save it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's the name. This show was almost called Nobody Cares. Maybe tomorrow. Because I see people care. People are caring, man. We care, Baltazar. Today might be one of those days where I reset my alarm clock kind of thing. Like from now on in for the next 3 months, I'll be waking up at 3 in the afternoon. You better not do that, Baltazar. I think it's gonna happen. Let me see. I just like making stuff like this, and I have this knack of just filling up backgrounds with just stuff, just filler. I can make a fence, but I'm always afraid that it makes all of my work look the same. That's all right. I'm building a universe, man. Building a universe. Don't tell him anything, Baltazar. I know I got to be careful. And there's a lot of things right now I'm working on that I can't wait to get done with so people could see. You know what I mean? So I got a book called Yogg's Book 3. It's coming out in August. And then in September is the Cat in Hat Book 2. And then in November is Flash Gordon Book 2. So there's a lot of stuff happening, man. All kinds of cool stuff going on. There's all kind of cool stuff going down the pike. Is it a pike or a pipe? Coming down the pike. Pipe. Coming down the pipe. You could go up a pipe too. Coming up the pipe. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming up the pipe. Cat in a Hat. I just did some things for them recently. Some promo stuff. Hopefully you guys could see some of that soon. Just can't tell you what it is. See all these secrets, man. You don't secrets. And I know there's someone in my house right now walking about. They're like, uh-oh. Dad's doing a live stream again. It's true. Haven't done a live stream in a little bit. I enjoy them. The last few weeks and days and things have been ticking up, man. Time has been taken up. But I got to hunker. I got to hunker and do things. Because the people who need me to hunker, they don't care if I'm going live or not. They're just going to say, hey, where's my stuff, Baltazar? That's all people care about, man. Got to get the stuff. The masses need it. The masses need the stuff. Hey, where's my stuff? Must be nice to just hang out on the internet. No, it's not. It's good. Sometimes when I had to write all this stuff, it's when I can't be online. So a lot of my writing is taking me to places, uncharted territories. Chart this, Baltazar. And a lot of stuff like that. You watch that guy, he just talks to himself. So this is going to be all your comics. I'm going to save. I'm going to save it. I'm going to swig, and I'm going to read stuff. Swig. We're going on 1 hour and 44 right now. Oh, yeah. Let's see what people are saying. I love when the comments go past my reading where I have to scroll up. That means people are saying things. Here it goes. Wagum says, did you pre-buy your Superman Fantastic Four tickets? No, I didn't, but we did for Fantastic Four. I'm going with a group of artists, group of cartoonists to watch the Fantastic Four when we are in San Diego. So during the San Diego Comic-Con, we are all leaving after the show, of course, to go catch a midnight show or something like that of the Fantastic Four. And it's a lot of artists that you know, but I don't know if I would think they want to keep it secret of who they are. But I got invited. I got invited to go with them. So I'm going to go, man. I'm looking forward to it. But I want to take my kids. I think Superman's like debuts or hits theaters. I think it's July 11th or something. But I'll be there, man. I'll be seeing Superman when it opens in Fantastic Four when I get back from San Diego. Oh, cool, man. Oh, you're going to San Diego. Good, man. I will see you there because I know you had to skip a few. You had to skip a few shows. It'll be good to hang out with the Wagums. Yeah, man. I'm all set for San Diego too. Yeah. I just got my tickets. Airplane tickets. We were both on. Me and Franco were both shopping for airline tickets at the same time, but we didn't tell each other. And I'm looking for tickets, and I get a text from him saying, hey, man, did you buy your tickets yet? And I say, no. And I said, I'm going to buy them today. But then while we were on there, the ticket prices are real expensive. They're like $2,000. So the cheapest ticket I found was $1,700. And like, man, why are they so expensive? So I actually went directly to the airline and I bought a ticket, and it only cost $300. So like, oh, this is better. So I'll be there, man. I'm all set up. I got my hotel room. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real cool. Carrie Sanders says, I'll see you at Terrificon with Prezzies. Prezzies? Well, I like Prezzies. Are those presents or pretzels? Pretzels as presents. Cool, man. Yeah, I'll see you there. It'll be good. Mitch told me I was going, but I don't think the internet doesn't know. I think I'm the only one who knows right now. And now everyone watching this knows that I'll be at Terrificon. But I'm looking forward to that show because I haven't been able to go in the last few years because it always hit the same weekend when I had to take my kids back to school. So, and no one ever believes me, I feel. Maybe they don't believe me, but I had 2 kids going to college, and it was always 2 weekends in a row. And I have to take one and then come home and then go again. So it was always took up 2 weekends in August, and it's always the first or second weekend all the time. But now my son graduated, so he's home. He doesn't have to go back. And my daughter doesn't go back to the week after that. So I think Terrificon is like 9th or 10th of August. I think I have to go drive on the 13th, so I'm good. So I should be in Terrificon. If Mitch didn't forget about me, I will be there. But so far, that's the plan, man. Ezzy's here. Ezzy, what's going on? I'm sorry I'm late, or probably showing up at the end of the stream. Towards the end, I'm going to still go for a little bit. I'm still drawing stuff. But good to see you, Ezzy. I'm glad you made it. And Carrie Sanders says, again, I'm going to be that girl and correct your spelling of parkour. Oh, parkour. Oh, good. I was going to look it up because I knew that it wasn't proper, what I spelled. Because a lot of times before I write it, I look it up if I don't know. Because I don't need it. I don't want to publish anything that's misspelled. But parkour, but thank you. I'm going to fix it right now. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. So I know. Nope, that's not it. Parkour. Yeah, I'm going to write it right here. But no, you're not that girl. That's okay. You're like editing. That's the way you spell it, parkour. Because I would have looked it up. I think he says parkouring. Yeah, parkouring. Hopefully that's how you spell it. Yeah. But I will do that. But thank you for that. I would have looked it up because I wasn't sure how to spell it. The word that gets me every time is the word definitely. I misspell definitely every time. And I always have to look it up every time. And same with the word silhouette. I always have to look that up every single time. But it's okay. That's the one, that's my weakness. It's like kryptonite. It's like the truth is out there. It is. I'm totes one of your G's. Yeah, Carrie, one of my G's. See, in this situation, one of my G's I don't know what it stands for. I think OG is original gangsta, but she's one of my girls. That's what that means to me. And so she's an Artie girl. That's right. Oh yeah, one is on his town. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on that. I'm on that, you sir. So that makes me an OG. That makes me an OG. I'm an OG too, sir. Wagums is an OG. I know Wagums forever. I knew, man, we known each other from before we known each other, you know? Like you were a fan, and I always recognized you, Wagums, as a fan who would come and say hi. And I'm like, oh, that's that guy. And then I remember when you bought me a Princess Leia Uhura figure. And I was like, wow, that guy's cool. And I really wanted that figure. And then Wagum showed up. So I was like, wow, that's how I knew. That was the moment where now I remembered you, you know? Like there's always that time where you meet fans and you recognize them. Like, where do I know that guy? Oh, I recognize that guy. But then that day, I remembered you now, like forever. Like, oh, there's Wayne. I was, hey, man, what's going on? Because I remember seeing you at a Cincinnati con around that time before that. And I recognized you, but I didn't know who you were. It was weird. I don't know if you were a dealer or another artist. Like, because I see people at shows, but I never know what they do. So, but now I know. I know everything about Wagums now. Coming down the pipeline, coming down the pipe, because you could go up a pipe too, right? or it's like that X-Files guy would squeeze through pipes like a salamander. I remember that too. Hey, you're weird, Baltazar. See, Ezzy says, I read the Crybaby Adventures on your Patreon and I liked it a lot. The only part I thought was kind of odd was the ending. I thought it was kind of empty and ended abruptly, but in other words, I loved it. Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Like, you mean with the Cray Stick of Joy? It was something I was working on for a real long time, the Crybaby Adventures. It was always in my head and in my sketchbook. And at that time, I was self-publishing my own books. So I had to end it when I ended it because I couldn't afford to keep it going. So I had to limit it to its 8 issues. So I did the first 5 issues on my own. And then 6, 7, and 8, I had them all drawn before I published them. So, but I needed to finish because it was getting expensive. I couldn't afford to do it. So I didn't know quite where to go, but I wanted to go. I wanted to go another direction after that because I had it all crazy. It was really stream of consciousness type of story. But if you really like the Crybaby Adventures, try my Yogg's book because Yogg's is the Crybaby Adventures redrawn, rewritten, and it's basically the same story. It's based on the same story, but I changed the story up a little bit. I made it easier to understand, or I fit it all together more like a cohesive story, like an epic saga. And book 3 of Yogg's comes out in August. And that ending to book 3 is an ending that I never wrote before. I never wrote in the past. So Yogg's 3 is totally new. So the ending of Crybaby Adventures is kind of in there, but it doesn't end the same. So Yogg's book 3 is, I'm real satisfied with that. And the whole Yogg's book trilogy, I'm really happy with the way that came out. And it's better than what the Crybaby Adventures was. And the Crybaby Adventures was my first attempt to ever make comics. So it kind of ended abruptly because there was nowhere else I felt the story like impacted. And at that time, the Crybaby Adventures was subtly autobiographical of my own life because just was happening with me. And so I felt that the Crybaby Adventures, I needed to end it so I could move on to the next thing because I felt like the stories were kind of like limiting me. But if I stopped and moved, if I finished it and moved on, I'd be able to do better things. And then so after that, I created Patrick the Wolf Boy when me and Franco started working on that. So that's kind of where that what happened with that. It's kind of cool though. As he says, I was gonna purchase Yogs after I got $74, but instead I bought Gilbert 2-in-1. Currently reading that right now. If I ever get more money again, I'll buy Yogs 1 and 2 and eventually 3. Yeah, man. Yeah, save up your money. I have them on my website. The soft covers are $10. I don't know what I got on my site. I think I only have the hard covers maybe. But they're cool. They're affordable and I will always have them. So whenever you save up money, you could always reach out to me and I'll have them on my website. And I also have Yogs book 1 and 2 are my site, and there's also a Yogs mini preview, which is based off of I did the 6-page mini preview before I started writing Yogs, and it came after Crybaby Adventures, so it overlaps really well. And it's only in this mini preview. I might print some on my own one day, but it's pretty cool the way it's a little mini book, and it's pretty cool, man. So, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Wagums says, will you have Yogs Book 3 at San Diego? Possibly. I'm not sure. But if the last 2 San Diegos are a tell, both books were available at both last year number 2 and the year before that was number 1 was available. So hopefully book 3 will be there. I don't know. I don't have any word yet, but hopefully it will be. I know that it went to print. I know that it's pre-orders are out there, and it's just cool. And Yogs Book 3 is an ending that I always wanted to make to the Crybaby saga, and my perfect ending in my head is Return of the Jedi, where the good guys won, bad guys are, Vader's redeemed, and Luke is the hero, but then he sees the ghosts, and the rest of the universe is celebrating, but he's dealing with something different that that no one knows. So I thought that's like the best ending because it ends, but it's also not the ending of the whole story, obviously, because now Luke has a journey he could pursue. So it's like I wanted the ending of Yogs to be that type of ending. I didn't copy it. It's not a parody, but that type where it ends the saga. But if I want to continue stories in the Yogs world, I can, because everything's still good. So that so that's what I got now. And the Yogs Book 3 ending I'm really happy with. And I'm also writing another book called Beyond Yogs. And I wrote, if you're on my Patreon, I have pages up there. I have sketches up there from my sketchbook. I got to add more stuff to Patreon because I've been slacking, but I owe you guys some books, some free comics, because I've been putting my Wolf Boy books up there for anyone who joins for $2 can read my books. So you get a digital download of my books. Henceforth, Ezzy reading Crybaby Adventures 1 through 8 or 10 maybe. I don't know if I have 10 up there. Let me see. I'm looking right now. I think only 1 through 8 are up on here. But I do have, I did put 10. Oh, I got 10. Yeah, 9 and 10. And then I have Weirdsville crossover. Yeah, they're up there, man. I got a lot of cool stuff on my Patreon. A lot of cool stuff on my Patreon right now. Carrie says, I would have been an incredible ending. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think the ending for Yogs Book 3 is really cool. And I left everybody, the world, at a point where if I want to tell more stories, I can, or I don't. If I don't want to, it's a great ending. But if I want to, I'm not opening up like another story. Like with the Star Wars sequels, they closed off the story with Return of the Jedi. But then with the Star Wars sequel, they opened it up again. And it was the Empire again. So that's what I don't want to do with Beyond Yogs. I don't open up the same threat or the same thing. Beyond Yogs is something else. It's a new thing. And that's what I like. Like, if you make a story, make it new. Don't make the same. Don't like Terminator. Every movie's the same. Like, you don't want it. You don't want that. You want something different. Swig for being different. And that's what George Lucas was talking about. The prequels versus the OG trilogy. So they're different. And they have a different feel, different characters. Everything about it is different. That's what I like about my Yogs book is every Yogs book is different from the one before. And the first book is more like a prequel, kind of. It's not a prequel though. It's the characters in current time talking about what they've already done, like a past adventure kind of thing. And then Yogs book 2 is chaos. It's the big war, and it's like what all book 1 was leading up to it. And then book 3 is the aftermath of the war. So, it's good. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to reveal anything, but it's a cool, man. It's like, I really dig it. And book 3 or book 4, whatever I'm going to do, is more like an individual character stories. It's there's still some evil, but it's just like in Star Wars, there's always the dark force. Like somehow Palpatine returned, but it's not like that. I don't make things come back. I just like the characters move on, and now with the Yog story, now the characters are there. We go through what they're going through. Like Luke Skywalker at the end of Return of the Jedi, he has something to do. Like he has some kind of path that he could take now. He doesn't just like go home with Leia and Han Solo and eat pizza. Like he's got something to explore with these ghosts and stuff. Like I always like that. Wayne says, I'll be bringing my Flash Gordon to San Diego for you and Franco to draw Minion. Oh, the book. Yeah, man. We'll have some Flash Gordon books too. I'm not going to be bringing a lot of stuff to San Diego because I'm trying to pack lighter. I want to really have a lot of fun. Last time I brought a comic rack that blocked me. So like I got this wire rack that I use for the road, but the tables in San Diego are kind of small. So I only want to bring a little bit of stuff because mostly I want to sell out, but I'm going to bring just the books that I want people to buy instead of giving them a variety. Like I want to bring certain books. So mostly hardcovers. I might bring, I have to bring some self-published stuff because of our small press table. We have a small press table, so I got to have things that have my logo on them. So I got to bring it. I'm going to be bringing a lot of my own stuff. But it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Going to be good, yeah. All right. Let me see. I'm going to play you guys something so I could see. Look at this. This is what we play when it's a pick to click. Yakka Supreme Book of the Week. Yakka Supreme Book of the Week. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I'm back. Thank you. The Yakka Supreme Book of the Week. Burn. Famous cartoonist says things. Yeah, man. I say a lot of things today. There's a lot of things to be said. Let's see. Do I have the Steamboat? I still do. I don't have many copies of the Steamboat Willie comic left. I only have about 20, maybe less than that, maybe 10, 15. I have less than 20 because I have a pack wrapped up still on my shelf. And I don't know if I'm going to reprint that again. I don't know. I like when things that I have sell out. I like when things are gone. But I will be bringing some of those. I will be bringing Steamboat Willie to San Diego. And I'm going to bring some of my Jamie Cosley books. My Looney Loon Marker Mouse book will be in San Diego. I'll have Gilbert's and Yogg's books. I'll have probably some Drew and Jop books. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of cool stuff. So I have to pick one up from you. Yeah, man. It's going to be cool. It's going to be good, man. It will be good. Yeah. But thank you all here for joining me. Thank you all here for joining me here today. This is going to be good. And Joe's giving me something to say.
That's a wrap. Yagums.
Yeah, Joe said I got to go. I'm going to get a refresh. I'm going to get a refresh coffee and see what's happening upstairs. Refresh coffee and get back to work. Take a slight break. Maybe have a snack. Maybe not a snack. I like to limit my food till after dinner. I don't like to eat a lot. You know what I mean? So Carrie says, take care. Take care of yourself too, Carrie. I know you like squirrels or monkeys, right? What do you got in there? Is that a crow? I know you have squirrels and stuff. Wagon says, I'm going to watch a zombie movie on Tubi. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to watch, I don't know what I'm going to watch. Probably listen to, I like music, but when it's late night like this, I can't play it real loud. But I like to rock the music. Maybe I'll play some music. But maybe I'll watch, what have I been watching? Ghost Adventures. Maybe I'll put some Ghost Adventures on. I saw a real scary one the other day, man. It was a 2-hour episode where they were in Ireland in a castle. That was creepy, man. I was scared. And I was afraid that my son was going to wake up with nightmares. I have a sidekick squirrel. Ratasker. He's a lush. Oh, he's drunk too? Ratatosker. I like that. Yeah, because I saw some of your, I know you do live streams with people. I forgot the name of your show, but I watched a few times, and your squirrel is on there doing squirrely things with the squirrel lady. He's a lush. He's a drunk squirrel. Drunk squirrels are the best. But thank you all for joining me here today. I will do this again. This was real fun. I'm going to go do things, like I said. So no fighting, no crime. Be nice to each other. Do things make happy. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye.
Art.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Famous cartoonist draws things.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Famous cartoonist paints things.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist
Art Baltazar.
Three scoops.